Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. I know in our previous video, we were kind of discussing about trying to find my creativity, explain to you how I haven't been able to create and it's always been something that's been in the back of my mind. But when it came time to go ahead and get into it, I would just brush it off and go do something else. And the last couple of weeks, what I've been doing that I feel has been a huge success is just grabbing my Fujifilm camera. And just to give you a little backstory, I've always been a Sony shooter. It was a Sony a6000. Grew with that system. I learned about photography, video, the whole shebang, right? I've always had a curiosity when it came to science color and seeing what Nikon did and Canon, but I never pulled the trigger about a year ago when I purchased Fujifilm XT5. I really like the idea of having a smaller camera and just a photography first camera, right? Because Sony has always been the camera that I use for video, for photography, for all of it. But just having a photo camera to go out and enjoy with friends, family, or anywhere I go, and just be something that's easy. So just 5 things that I feel has helped with that recently when it came to using my Fujifilm XT5. I'm sure you guys have heard it all over the internet, is the film recipes, right? Being able to just go into the camera and dial something in, or going to the internet, which Fujifilm has a huge community on this app called Fuji X Weekly, which I downloaded. It's a lot of fun to see what people come up with. I haven't tried building one myself yet, because I guess I'm still just finicking with the idea of Fujifilm's color science and how everything works. I've just been really enjoying that, and I feel it's kind of nice just to be able to park to a mountain, wherever it is you're going. You kind of have an idea of what look you're trying to portray, and you can just try to find a film recipe and mess around with something, and you already have that. One less thing to worry about when you're getting out and about. Second thing I want to touch on, how light the camera is, right? You go out with a Sony, for example, I have a Sony a7 IV. I take this thing out, I have a Sigma 35mm on there, a microphone, or just the camera itself, and you're carrying this giant brick, which it's gonna look great. Everybody's looking at what you're doing, and if you're trying to be more low-key, it's just not the move. And with the Fujifilm, I just feel, with the way I have it set up, 23mm f2, I got it from B&H, a used one, for a couple $100. So definitely check out the used stuff in B&H. They have some gold you can find for sure. It's the only lens I have for my Fujifilm is that 23mm. So it's nice just to be able to grab that camera and go, not even think about, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and use 18mm today, or a 16mm or a 24. I just know I have the 23, it's on there and out the door, right? And that's it. I think that kind of simplifies and kind of removes other equations that sometimes get into your mind when you're one lens and its form factor. Something else I think is very cool about Fujifilm is the fact that you can go ahead and add these film recipes, and when you snap a shot, it'll go ahead and save the JPEG with that film recipe, but it'll also save the raw footage. So if I go ahead and take some pictures, and let's say I did not like the film recipe, it did not work out, which has happened already, just knowing that I can come home and be like, okay, cool. The film recipe didn't work out, but at least I know I can still edit the photo and run it through Lightroom. I think that's pretty neat. I think it's very cool. It's almost like back in the day when Instagram started, you have your filters you can add to your photos, but you also have the option of just having a raw folder of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Something else I've really been enjoying, and I think it ties all in with the creativity and simplifying everything to just go out and enjoy, is just being able to snap these photos, the JPEGs, with already the film simulation, and then boom, sending it to your friends on the fly. Or my girlfriend, she's like, hey, how do I look? It came out, I want to go ahead and upload something. You can just kind of upload it, and it's just kind of fun to know that it's that simple. Come back home, then you're gonna want to look at the photos. And then sometimes I don't know if it happens to all of you, but it happens to me that I'm home from taking photos, and sometimes I just want to chill and I won't look at my camera for a day or 2 or 3. Then I'll go ahead and take the memory card out, pop it in, editing. It just kind of simplifies all that. And I think that's super cool. And it's just allowing me to just create and snap photos and enjoy that time with friends and family without thinking hey, I'm gonna go out there and take photos and I gotta get in that photographer mode. So I feel that's helping my journey of finding my creativity again. And it's just something I wanted to share with you guys. But please let me know if this is something, film simulations, I'd love to try them out. Again, I haven't tried building my own yet, but it's a lot of fun. And it's kind of nice just to be able to go out there, shoot, and everything is just simplified. I'm gonna go ahead and put up a little slideshow of some of the pictures I've been taking lately. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.